All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Absolutely Unnecessary podcast. I'm back from a little bit of a hiatus, and I'm sure our viewers have been missing me, or their lack of viewers.
Well, they got. Did you see some ads? Who was Sam? Was Sam? Was
I think it's the record breaking.
Yeah, the record breaking podcast.
We need some analytics about who actually gets good numbers on the podcast.
I was actually looking through it the other night.
Because if you got like an extra viewer, you'd like double our viewership.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Oh, fuck. Anyway, so I am back. My elbow is healing up really well. I've got a good physio and good strength program at the moment. So I'm just trying to keep myself busy. It's really tough when you spend so much of your life at the gym and then you sort of aren't allowed to go to, not aren't allowed, but you can't do, like I watch jiu-jitsu class and I think, geez, I'd love to get in and do that. Or I'd love to hit a bag or something. But it's that kind of refreshing just to give your mental a break from the fighting. But I'm at that point now where I'm really looking forward to just getting that last sort of 10% strength back in the arm and I can start doing some dynamic stuff, which will be good.
It's always good after taking a little bit of time off. You just come back and I always feel like you get like a little 1% better. I don't know how it is. Sometimes it's just like the reset shit that you wouldn't usually get your head around. You get your head around when you're back.
Yeah. You just need to freshen up sometimes.
Yeah.
I noticed that with you,
I haven't had enough time off yet.
Yeah. A little freshen up is good, I reckon.
Yeah.
Works for you sometimes. Obviously, not ideal to have to be forced into it, but shit happens.
I hear golf's a good rehab too.
Yeah.
Are you actually hitting golf?
Yeah.
That's all right?
Yeah, it's fine. Got no problem. I started just chipping and stuff, and then started hitting irons, and then I've just started hitting driver again this week. But it's because your golf swings, you're always here. Like the front arm stays straight most of the time, too, so I'm fine. And I'm not. If I was right-handed, I'd be fucked because of that motion down. But when it's that way, it's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's good. And I'm doing some plyometric stuff again now, like some push-ups and chin-ups and stuff like that put it in that awkward position. So yeah, happy with it.
Oh, nice.
Simon, let's talk about your grappling match.
I'd rather not.
No, it was an epic match. It was like a nail biter. It actually was because it was really close right up until the last.
As a positive though, you actually look like a lot leaner than you have in a
but
while.
I've already 2 weeks later. I'm no longer in that.
How much weight did
you
you
do look? You look skinnier in the face though. I reckon.
No, I'm pretty. I've pretty much gorged for 2 weeks.
You look like back to you.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'm pretty much.
Back to you.
That could be a good or bad thing. I'm not gonna.
Fat again. Yeah.
What are you walking at right now?
Probably 97, 98.
That's still less. That's still
maybe
less,
a few kilos less, but I got down to sort of 94 or something.
Yeah.
What have you been eating? What have you been gorging on?
Fucking just
Dumb shit.
Yeah, just anything I find my hands on.
Did you cut back on heaps of food when you were cutting?
I spoke to him on the phone and he told me he was eating like 400 calories a day or something.
Nah,
I could see that.
No, I was on like 1,200.
Yeah,
1,200. But I did do 5 or 6 hours of exercise a day when I was in Thailand. Like I ate fucking nothing, just vegetables and like 2 meals a day of vegetables and rice, vegetables, rice and chicken, like chicken, vegetables and rice or whatever. And then if I treat myself to like an extra plate of broccoli or something like that. But yeah,
Treat of
Do you find it so much harder to eat in a deficit in Thailand or easier?
Well, I think to be honest, like I thought I was eating in a big deficit, but the weight didn't come off as well as it was coming off here. Like I think I probably did 4 kilos in 10 days, like just normal dieting, still eating carbs here. And then when I went to Thailand, I fucking trained my ass off.
Yeah, but I think you get rid of that first bit of junk weight real quick.
Yeah.
Like if you've been eating shit and then you clean up, that first like couple of weeks you can go bang, 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 get a heap off. And then your body like levels out a little bit and then it's like it's a grind to get any more off.
Yeah.
I feel like I get like that with every fight camp. I can get up to between like 78, 79. And as soon as I get healthy again and start training again, it's like bang, 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 bang. I'm back to like 75. But then getting from that 75 to 73, it's always like, I'm not eating anything. Where is it? Where is it going?
Yeah. But, I think it was still good, I suppose, going through that process of actually, dieting stuff. But, look, the actual match.
Yeah, the actual match. So, take us to it.
I fucked up at the end, didn't I? Like, I just got a bit complacent. To be honest, I felt like I was doing.
Yeah.
I felt a little bit too comfortable. I heard the click of that 30 seconds, thought it was 10 seconds. Can't hang out. I look at fully respected Damien, but I didn't really try to escape the guillotine. I just kind of sat there and did nothing. If I was coaching me and that happened, I would be really pissed off. Like, and go, the fuck did you do? You did nothing. You just sat there. And then I looked at it, because I kind of did wait for time, and then I was like, oh, fuck, now I've got to do something. And then I kind of
it's getting tighter. It's getting tighter.
Look, to be honest, he hadn't put me in a guard, and I was kind of inside control. Like he had no control of my, like, I fucked up.
There was like a 2 or 3 second lag where like
I just stopped.
You just didn't. Yeah.
I was trying to like go, fuck, have I given up point? No, I haven't given up points yet.
Yeah.
I don't want to give up points.
Oh, right.
And I was like, I'm still on top, so I don't give up. And I kind of just froze and waited, and then did nothing.
Right.
I should have maybe jumped over, and to be honest, he set up like with a ninja choke grip, and I thought he'd gone. I felt this and thought he'd gone high wrist, and I think I sort of swum up to reach for his elbow, and then it wasn't there. And then, but I fucked up. Damien caught me.
Just a bit.
To be honest, I didn't. Yeah, I definitely.
Wasn't bad
I was
luck.
cruising. What's that?
It wasn't bad luck.
I was trying to be nice. It wasn't.
Yeah,
Really.
but I hate that.
No, it's
Like,
not
so
bad luck.
people
No,
come
no.
up to me and being like, man, that was bad luck. It was like, no. I got thrown and I posted incorrectly. That's not bad luck. It's a mistake.
Yeah, but to some aspect, think about how many people post stupidly in a fight and how many get away with it.
Yeah.
There's a
Like
little element
it
of
was,
luck
it
to
was, it was unfortunate that my arm gave way, but that's not bad luck. That's still a mistake.
Yeah.
If you slip a jab and a head kick comes up, that's
not
not
luck.
bad luck. It's a
Nah,
mistake.
Yeah. It's the same thing. That's twice now, though, I've made dumb mistakes.
So
on the clicker.
that's probably where it's more of like a habitual thing, not a luck thing.
Wait, you're saying Simon's a habitual loser?
Well,
What is wrong with you?
That's two matches. Well, I know the MMA fight where I took a lot harder when I did the foot crossing, but that was a click of the 10 seconds.
Was that
and
last?
I switched off.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then this was click of what I thought was 10 seconds. As it turns out, it was 30 seconds. And
should
kind of
fight-
switched off, and I did, like, no, as I said, no disrespect to Damien. He caught me fair and square, but I kind of maybe eased up a little bit. Like, I thought. We were
Okay,
cruising to
where
the
it
end
does
of
come. Okay, I'm flipping my viewpoint again, because where it does come to luck is, so there was a rules meeting.
Oh, yeah, that was a little bit fun.
There was a rules meeting, and this takes it out of Simo's power. In the rules meeting, the guy goes, right, we're doing IBJJF rules. I'm not going to waste anyone's time here going over IBJJF rules. You should all know. If you don't know, you shouldn't be here. But also, if you don't know, there's a seminar in 2 weeks. You're more than welcome to come to that. But I'm not touching on the rules. $80 bucks a head.
Was he running the seminar?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Everyone's looking at each other.
But this is actually quite funny, because you know how you go to the rules meeting, and to be honest, at every rules meeting, you've heard the rules at every MMA event 1,000 times, but you still got to go to the rules meeting.
And they still go
They still
through
go
the rules.
over
Oh, yeah, no,
Like Greg still goes
this
through the
is like,
rules.
you got to be here at this time. We're doing a rules meeting, and then so you go called into the rules meeting. He goes, guys, I'm not here to fucking tell you the rules.
Imagine getting your run sheet for rules meeting. Title, rules meeting, thing one. You should know the rules.
But the funny part is they gathered everyone up for, like, oi, everyone, we got to go over the rules.
Yeah.
You got to fucking know the rules. All right.
You should know the rules if you're here. Fuck off. And that was actually, and at the time I thought it was really funny. After the click, thinking it was 10 seconds.
Yeah, so they didn't mention
Not so
that
funny,
the
but-
clicker was going to go off 30 seconds out as opposed to the 10 seconds.
Yeah.
But apparently that happens in grappling all this. Well, to be honest, IFBJJ, I don't think it has it a click.
No, there's no click. No.
No, I didn't know. But apparently that's with the EBI
It makes
combo.
no sense to do 30 seconds to me.
Yeah,
Especially without telling people explicitly.
Yeah.
When you have like...
I'm not using that as an excuse. I'm just saying that was the sole reason I lost. No, I'm joking. No, I'm joking.
But it was still a great performance.
No, it wasn't. That was
No,
fucking
you did.
terrible.
You got a sick takedown, and you were all over him at the start.
It doesn't,
you know,
yeah, it means nothing. He submitted me.
well, you'll have to
I
avenge.
lost by
You'll have to
so-
avenge that one. I'm not saying
You're right.
rematch, but rematch.
Never be a rematch. If I was Damien Brown, I'd be like, fuck you. Right?
I asked him
choke
for
you
it.
Right
Yeah,
off into
shut
the
up.
sunset and just give you shit every time I see you.
Damien's like, fuck
He
you.
gave me enough shit after the event on the night.
Catch you later.
He's like, I was just happy with a respectable loss, but fuck, getting a sub was much better. And I was like, you
Suck
fucking-
shit.
And I thought it was all fun and games, and then when I looked up and went, he caught me. He was like, yes. And I was like, oh, now I'm annoyed. I thought we were just playing. No. Anyway.
On Eternal, Mason's fighting on Eternal.
Yeah. Also, we go through Path to Hex.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
We'll go through. So Path to Hex.
Josh is deleting them as we speak. Yeah, cool, Josh. Cool.
Yeah, good.
Path to Hex, AJ, Najee, Lipper, and Ash. So AJ got the win.
Yeah.
AJ got the
Punjabi
win.
Prince.
Fast becoming a cult favourite amongst not only Absolute, but the wider MMA community, I feel.
Yeah. I think he's not far trailing you, Jack, in followers, to be honest.
100%.
Hey, mate, that Indian market's a big market. And I tell you what, I don't tap it. I don't
really
tap-
competing.
I don't get into that market. So, by all
You got to
means.
start your own
You guys can
power
do a collab
milk
for
or
sure.
whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, AJ did really well. How did Najee go?
Najee did really good. So AJ, no, I don't know whether to go through this here, but he was fighting a fellow debut that we had been told no fights, and then Pete goes, don't drop me. And it was like, look, when he fought Rahul, he got dropped, but like this is, and I'm like, hang on, no, this guy's a debut. He's never fought before. And Pete's like, no, he's had like 20 kickboxing fights, and I was like, what? And I told, and I was like, what the fuck? So I was even pre-event, like running to Tina going. He told me he had like nothing. Like AJ's like raw, and then she's like, he's had none. And I'm like, well, no, that's not the case. So anyway, so then I pretty much ran back to AJ. I'd originally gone, take your time, pick your shot. Then I was like, dive on his legs. Shoot. And I tried to go back to the cage, like, and not pass on my panic for him. Because it was already that we found out as he'd already walked. And Pete was like, I just watched for this. I've seen him in kickboxing fights. And I was like, you've what? Like,
as a side note, if you willingly leave out information on amateur fight cards about whether your fighters had fights in other disciplines and stuff like that, or unwillingly leave it out or willingly lie about it, you are a scumbag.
Yeah.
Like
At the amateur level, like
100%. Like to go and it's not like no experience, never had fights. That is such a big difference between that. Like maybe you might say, oh, five fights, kickboxing, amateur, then it's 6 months later by the time the fight gets matched and the kid's had 7 more and they've got 7, right? And you go, yeah, shit, that happens. It's not a game changer. But zero experience to has had 20 fights.
Has been an Australian national team representative with Waco.
And
I actually looked, I believe that the coach, it was just, in this case, because I won't even say, like, is a good person and would normally leave it out. I think there was something, I was speaking to Tina about, because I had a number.
Miscommunicated.
I'm not trying to actually throw mud at the other side at all.
No, but
these things need to be.
I'm saying
when
in
it's
general.
calculated.
Because I've
When
seen it
it's
happen a
calculated.
few times. It's happened a few times.
Yeah.
No, this guy, no experience.
there
BJJ,
was another one
BJJ
for this.
white belt, blah, blah, blah.
that
And then all of a sudden fucking
Sambo world champion.
like just has
The best
20
one.
years experience. Like,
Yeah, the best one I had was white belt, 6 months, no other training. I Googled the name. So-and-so out of the Olympics due to steroid and doping. So they're in the national team, we're going to the Olympics, and we're actually currently serving a ban for steroid use. And you've sorted this 6 months training,
like,
no other
what kind of
experience.
scumbag you have to be?
Like that one, I'm like, are you fucking serious?
Scumbag move.
Like,
But they're like,
that is...
where's the lie?
And that was comically like, but yeah, there was one on this card that was like 3 and 5, no other thing, and then I look and put their name in, and the first thing comes up, their boxing rec. They had like 16 professional boxing fights plus Thai fights, and it's to match against someone that you're selling them as like
A debut.
that was for Kwame or Otto, like but they'd had 3 and 5 MMA.
Yeah.
Like that shit I get annoyed at because that's deliberately.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the one with AJ, I think, was just miscommunication.
Right.
I did actually chat to Pastor Hex on their form because she sent me another form of someone, and they said, "Oh, look, it says here no other combat experience," but then it says at the bottom that they went to IMAF Awards. I'm like, well, they've clearly declared that. They're not trying to lie. And then in the form it said, have you had any professional experience? And I think that's where people have filled it out.
right,
And it's
right,
not.
right.
So, like, this person may have filled out the form and
Yeah.
gone not nil because they haven't been professional. They've had 25 amateur fights at a really good level. So I think that I kind of pointed that out in the form. And then I think that hopefully that,
They're going to change that.
Yeah.
Najee.
Najee fucking really fought well. Like, he was against a guy that was It looked like he was. Najee probably should be lightweight, not super lightweight. I think that the guy looks
a bit bigger. Yeah.
So in really good nick, and he was a grappler trying to take him down. But Najee's takedown defense stood up extremely well, and he won the striking. So he was really good.
Ash and Lipper both had.
Both had 5 rounders for titles. Both came up short. Look, Jack, I was really happy with how Jack fought.
Given what he's been through for the last couple of months, on a training wise and on a personal level, to come back and get in so quick and stuff, good on him.
Yeah, and he.
He's very composed. He was composed, For
he shut down the first round was close. Second round, he got really close to finishing. What's that? What's with that noise, Ritz?
Can you hear that?
Yeah, of course you can.
It's his douche.
Yeah. What are you doing over there?
I can't believe this guy.
Yeah,
unbelievable. We're trying to do a podcast. Yeah,
and he's playing with. For people that can't see it, I believe it's called a flesh torch. It's just weird.
I've only ever seen him on movies, but
sure. But anyway, Lipper won. Almost caught him in the second. Did really well. Got to sort of come up on a mounted triangle and he slipped out the back, and then 3 slipped early in the third, and then got sort of dominant.
That really changed the course.
Yeah, and then he was trying to wrestle up for the whole round and got pretty tired. And then 4th and 5th, Artie's really fit and sort of did. But I thought he did really well. Ash,
a razor close decision. I think just
power in the shots.
I think just that little bit of weight difference made the difference in the fight.
It's a bit rough, but. I mean, I still think he should make weight, and it was a significant miss. But
did Ash not make weight?
No, Ash made weight. Her opponent didn't make weight.
Oh, how much did she miss by?
I think it was
2 kilos.
And it wasn't 2; it was 1 point something. But for a straw weight,
big miss.
But yeah, look, the girl used her jab really well and just jabbed Ash's face off, and Ash didn't really respond too well, in terms of.
She zigged instead of zag.
Yeah, pretty much. About 26 times.
But she did fight. She did fight a lot of heart.
Yeah, Ash tough as hell, and good on her for giving it a crack. So
she'll be back.
Yeah, so
we got some sick fights coming up on Hex, which is the massive card, their first card at Festival Hall.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah.
So Hex, we got Joey versus Jono, obviously up near the top of the card.
Yep.
We've got
Raja versus who is the guy? He's actually road to UFC fighter. He's fought on road to UFC.
I was gonna say Singh.
It's Singh. Yeah.
Singh,
Fair chance.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy followed. that guy followed me.
Oh really? Maybe he's trying to get the inside scoop on.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I thought it was a bit weird.
Who's you got? Who else we got? Larry. Larry lost his opponent, but it looks like we've got a new opponent for Larry to be confirmed
Has that
today.
been announced? Oh, okay.
No, has not. Yep. So that will be. Got a few amateur fights and a fairly good striking background. I think Larry's opponent, but I won't go into details. And there's a fourth. Now it gets awkward when I can't. Sam's fight. He lost his opponent. So.
Samakadi.
Sam versus Barber. Yeah, Sam versus Barber. So Sam's out of sight, out of mind over training in Thailand. So
and Khan too, Uzmek.
Oh
yeah, that's right. He's fighting
Michael Tepu.
At lightweight?
Yes.
Yep.
That 1,500 calories a day that I was eating is going to look luxurious, I reckon.
Yeah.
To what Khan's got coming up. But anyway, big night for the Hex. The 5 of those boys on Hex.
For sure.
May still be one more being added yet too, but we'll see. And then obviously sooner than Hexo up in Queensland, we've got Mason.
Mason on Eternal. Good fight.
Fighting, yep.
Is that pro debut? Or
pro debut.
Pro debut, sick. That's awesome.
For Taser Malone.
Oh, is he fighting Taser?
Yeah, Jack's mate. I think Jack's mate.
Jack loves Taser. You'll have a lot riding on Mason, knocking him out.
So anyway, so good fight for Mason.
Wait, is that a lightweight?
No, so long story short, they wanted to push to feather, and I was like, I just don't want it to, because obviously there was massive issues with Taser and L, and
he's not making light. He won't make feather.
Well, yeah, that was obviously what happened with L. So I just said, look, let's make it 68 because I don't want Mason to cut to 66. Yeah. Even though Mason has made it every single time, never missed, I'd still rather him know he's coming in at 68 and not get fucked around fight week.
Mason, I like I noticed sort of in my last like couple of sparring sessions, Mason's kind of flicked the switch of like the
He's not happy to be your understudy anymore.
100%. Like he's competing now. Like he's there to win rounds. Not to survive rounds. Yeah. And like I think everyone goes through that. Like I definitely went through that when I was the younger guy, where you hit a point where you know that your ability's at a level that you can catch guys, and you need to start backing yourself and trying and risking more inside rounds. And I noticed that probably in the last 3 weeks of my camp, that Mason was coming in and like he was like, I'm trying to take rounds off Jack, and I had to be really sharp to like not let him. Yeah. So which I think is a great time to go, right, he's ready for the jump from amateur to pro. Yeah.
Well, I was sort of seeing him with you, and then seeing him also with Khan Offley and a few of the other guys. I'm like, no, he's not happy to like let's have a crack
and
now.
He's I don't know, you'd know better, but he's looking like a hard round in there.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even when I was watching him spar with Kohei.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, he's giving Kohei like run for his money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Striking.
Well,
I think you'd also be quite familiar with Kohei stylistically.
Is that a?
You've got it here, but we've got one of the points. We've got one of the points we're talking about was like
karate style.
That is true.
We've got a point here where it's like who from the gym has the craziest transformation from being a beginner to good. And I think Mason was at a massive advantage there because he's super athletic.
Yeah.
Right? Like super athletic. But I remember sparring with Mason early, and I could put him on the fence and rip some body shots. And then if I got on top, he would just go nuts for like 30 seconds, and you could just wait him out, and then he would give stuff up. And I remember saying, you will improve so quick if you just learn when to conserve your energy and when to explode. And, you know, obviously the techniques that come in between that. And he's bridged that gap so quickly. Yeah. Like, so quick. So I would definitely say I think he's gone from beginner to good quicker than anyone I've seen here.
Well, you think about it, like, I remember putting him with Pross going, look, it's a 90-10 fight to Pross. But hey, respectfully to Pross are not going to really fuck him up and hurt him. It'll be a good experience for Mason.
He does deadlift 240.
What's that? I didn't know that at the time. If I knew how strong Pross was, then obviously I might not have. But I just didn't see it like that. And then he did surprisingly well. And then I have a look at, like, respectfully now, if you look where Pross and Mason have gone, Pross hasn't been able to train the whole time.
Yeah, he's been injured.
But there's
and
been
that
a
sort of
lot.
But like
there'd be a fair difference between them.
Yeah, like the way I look at Mason now is definitely not like in that stratosphere of those like coming up amateurs, like those early level amateurs or anything. It's like, this guy's like one of my hard rounds.
Yeah. So anyway, so he's made some massive steps, Mason. So hopefully he gets to show them on November 4th.
Yep.
Who else you reckon sort of coming along quite well?
Harry up the back, not just because he's here, but
he had, but then he keeps getting injured.
Yeah,
he's been injured. I don't know if he's going to get.
We say Lisa.
Oh, sorry.
What's up? Are you fucking taking
Shout
a
out to the number one pound for pound.
Yeah.
Hey, she's the number one pound for pound. I'm just saying.
Yeah, pound for pound.
She's been a very quick, like, as much shit as we give Lisa. She's like, she was walked into the gym having never done something 5 years ago. Or
that's crazy. How many fights she had? Like 15 fights or something?
20 now.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So, it's like she had her first fight.
Without taking the piss out of Lisa, that's not with a huge ability to pick things up quickly. Like she doesn't absorb things super quick. No, but she's so determined.
Yeah.
So like, which is so much more important than being able to pick things up quick.
Yeah.
There's also an aspect of like how well someone can actually fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like heaps of people pick up the technique and they look great doing it, but when it comes down to the fight, it's like I don't know whether it's the IQ or the willingness or whatever, but the ability to actually, just that dog. You know what I mean?
And she's got that in.
She's got that
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She tries to fight all of us.
Maybe a bit too much.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, that she's got more, and she's got. I've got to rephrase it. She's got strength. I was going to say,
she does.
What type of strength? You know what? $20.
Don't say.
Select type of strength. That I think our viewers at home can imagine.
Yeah.
But it's a good strength to have.
Yeah. But she's like, for her size, she's ridiculously. Because I watch her and Adele's pretty like a really good nick and a big girl. Like, I'm just getting myself.
She's athletic.
Adele's got abs. Like she's like a 73 kilo chick with abs.
Adele is strong. Sometimes sparring her, she'll crack me, and then I forget that I shouldn't get cracked there.
Yeah. And I've seen these like bully pick up and throw around. So she's strong.
Battle of the ethnics.
Yeah,
Dad Mercurio was doing pretty well until he got burnt.
How did he? Look, it's
No, that wasn't a joke.
What the fuck's wrong with someone?
No. It's if you know the backstory of why he got burnt, you'll understand the giggle. But I'm not going to share that right now because
No, well, there's two very different stories between.
It depends which one.
Backstory: he was working his ass off as an apprentice plumber, or fully qualified. Even.
Well, I think he came in and said, I had just had sex with a supermodel and I was showering afterward. And his brother said, no, he was doing a cashier at some chick's house. And so there's two.
Wait.
That's
like a Jay from the In-Betweeners story.
No. That is like, so I just finished up with this
I was
supermodel.
just banging this supermodel.
And I had a bit of a shower afterwards and the tap came off, and his brother then goes, he was doing like a cashy for $50 changing a tap. And the tap blew off and covered him in scalding water. So there's two. What he's not in debate is a tap blew off and burned him severely. The activity as to why he was attending the apartment has been.
He just finished up with a 10 out of 10 model. He's just a victim of his own success.
And I've seen some of his work on Instagram. I find his brother's story far more believable.
Shout out, Dan.
Can I humiliate him with a story about someone reporting his?
No.
But
the guy's been through enough.
No, we will not.
Can I just?
We'll move on. No, we'll move on.
Let the man be.
He may have sent the message to someone. It's not explicit, Jack, but he may have sent the message to a girl and said, hey, is your name Wi-Fi? Because I definitely think we've got a connection.
That's actually a game.
That's not too bad. I've heard worse.
That's
Game. That would
The
work.
guy driving this podcast, way worse.
Oh, really?
Way worse. I reckon.
DJ Ritzy.
Yeah, Harry's at the back going, yeah. Way worse. Way worse.
Yeah.
Are we going to even comment on Dylan Dennis and Logan Paul?
Nah, it's bullshit. It was boring. It was fucking terrible.
Vulcan Islam.
Yeah, sick. And also Chimaev and Usman.
I've got a good bet.
Talk to us, share with us.
Volk by decision
Yeah.
into Usman to win, paying $21.
No.
Yeah, because Volk by decision's like 6 something anyway.
Yeah.
Really?
And then,
Is it that long?
Yeah.
Usman head to head?
Yeah. It's like, yeah. It's
Is
like
Usman underdog?
massively.
Yeah.
He's-
He's come in off like what? Like 2
he's
weeks
a
notice.
massive underdog. Like
I
they've got the market
I
set.
don't see that.
They've got the market set at 27%. He's got a 27% chance of winning.
I'm going to take that.
Yeah.
I'll
That's
definitely.
good.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not allowed to bet, nor are you.
Yeah, I mean, if I was going.
If we were
to.
gonna, if we were gonna bet, that's what we would do.
For myself and the viewers at home, take that bet. Always
Yeah.
gamble responsibly.
I've got to know these things. I'm an analyst. Not that I would ever bet myself. But
Yeah. But I think Usman's a pretty fucking good wrestler. Like,
Usman is really, really good. Usman is fucking really good, and I think he will be better at middleweight. I think he's going to be better heavier.
Yeah.
I don't think Hamzat is better heavier. I think he's better lighter.
And you saw Hamzat.
And I think he's going to be way better striking.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the
And I
thing
think
is,
that Hamzat's not.
Hamzat's wrestling sort of got negated by Burns.
Yeah.
And then you go and see Usman. Like, Hamzat's not going to take Usman down. He's got the best wrestling defense in the whole roster.
So good.
And so that just leaves their striking. And, man, Usman packs a punch.
Yeah.
You saw what he did to
And
Max.
Hamzat's striking's pretty. Oh, you haven't seen lots of it, but I don't think it's great.
You just saw the Gilbert Burns fight, but from what you saw, and I'm sure he's probably
Here's
improved.
the thing. That market is set based on the perceived ceiling of Hamzat, right? Everyone's going, this guy could be anything. That market's not set on their past performances. If you just set the market on what they've done up till now, it's at best it's 50-50, $1.90 a piece.
Yeah.
Can we bet against each other for
You
that?
get the boys.
I'm not allowed to gamble at all.
Not even like between people.
Oh, just me and you. You want to take a bet like
Yeah,
me and
arms
you?
up, we'll smash him.
You reckon Hamzat smashes him? What odds do you give me?
Just 1-1.
Oh, fuck off.
1-1. Go fuck yourself. Like, why would I do that? If you're gonna get involved, fucking
2 to
on
1.
your mic, yeah, give me 2-1.
2-1.
Usman, yeah, all right.
Ritz, you're such a bandwagoner, bro.
I am.
Ritz is the biggest bandwagoner.
Yeah.
He really is.
In what way?
Like you grab onto these. Who else is he like?
Mikey Vitu.
Emrahana did it for sure.
No,
Emrahana.
Emrahan.
I was on that early.
My phone the other day, a video came up of Emrahan speaking, and I was just like, turn it up, and then my phone died. And I was so disappointed that I didn't get to see whatever the video is. But the first sentence was like, me, I am from Mountain. Or something.
You know what? I'm gonna
Something
give that
like
guy credit, and I don't know if it's like the translation has done him favors, but when he went from obviously putting on the "I coming brother" to his like native tongue, like Turkish, he was speaking quite poetically in that video. I don't know if you guys have seen it or not.
Do you speak Turkish?
He speaks Turkish, and the translation is like
Did you speak Turkish?
no. They translated it with subtitles underneath.
Maybe they.
That's what I'm
Maybe that
saying. Like
wasn't
they
a
just
direct
made it sound like
Yeah.
he's probably speaking real derogatory, and then they just made it sound like he's a scholar.
Brother.
Well,
All
All right.
well, yeah, I don't think there's anything too much.
Yeah.
At least we've got something out there.
We'll get back into it.
Yeah.
Good session, boys. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us on.
Talk to you later.
Thanks for coming.
Bye.
I got you stuck off the realness. We be the infamous, you heard of us.